Okay, welcome again to the Runeterra Show. We got Majin Bay, Jason Ferrara, Kato, Jason Sentinel today. Kevin maybe will join us if he makes it home from work in time. And Henneke, I think, found Jesus or something and has gone to join a cult. I'm not really sure where he is, actually. You never know. He's like top of ladder, joining cults. He's kids these days. Anyways, so we're talking about Runeterra and stuff. I miss him, by the way. Oh, and I also miss one of my quite a bit. Hope you feel better soon, bruh. He's been not feeling well, hurting his throat
for a bit.
Yeah, miss you guys. So 1 week until shit's gonna start popping off for LOR. We got the patch, big patch coming next week, which 50% of this podcast has seen, and then we have 2.5 week run to seasonals, which is fucking no time. Because let me tell you, patch is significant, and it's going to turn the meta upside down quite a bit, as have the past few of them. And so 2.5 weeks is, yeah, it's good. I'm really happy with it. I want to hear Majin's thoughts. But it's going to be like, you know, it's like fucking get 3 decks and fucking race. And so because of that, masterruneterra.com will be having a tournament every single day starting April 27th to May 14th. What?
Say goddamn.
Oh yeah. For all of our subscribers. So that if you want to get that fucking sweet testing in for seasonals, masterruneterra.com is the place to do it.
So that is really big. Is that confirmed? Because so like the only information I have as, you know, a plebeian, you know, not of the LPP, not able to see these things ahead of time.
It's good you know your place.
Like, we're gonna get like some champion reworks maybe. I think they listed like Garen and Udyr and someone else I don't care about. LeBlanc, yeah. That's all that like, I personally know is coming next week. So
yeah. We got some more info today. They updated us because we didn't have all the info either. But and I, you know, can remember only so much from the previous. But I would say it's basically on the same level, at least, as the one we just had like a month ago.
Really? So like this is a balance patch.
Yeah.
There will be balancing in the patch.
Okay.
I would
big.
Leave it like that. We also might, like, we don't have the entire patch.
There might be more.
If we did, I wouldn't tell you about it. But like, yeah, there will be balancing in the patch. So I have really, really high expectations. Knowing most of what's in it, I think most of what's in it, I have very high expectations for the format post patch.
Yeah.
Interesting. So Demacia just getting gutted.
Yeah, dude, it's gone. They actually just removed the region.
That would be a pretty big rework to Garen. That makes sense.
It says if you're playing Demacia and you would have the attack token, instead don't.
Oh,
and that's how they changed it. I'm a big fan, really.
Yeah, Majin was very against. He's like, you cannot make I win the game cards. But he said nothing about I lose the game cards. So if you are seen to have a Demacia card in play and the attack token, you just lose the game immediately. It's done.
I don't know. For being against I win the game cards, my man has been playing Ionia decks that run I, which wins the game every fucking game for a long time.
That's true. That's
just
true.
Ask Nick makes plays, he'll tell you.
Yeah.
I mean, I have basically been playing the landmark I win the game card with Mono Shurima like for the last 12 hours because it's so free. Oh my god.
The tree of this patch?
The tree of this patch. And I don't enjoy playing it, like even a little bit. But there's sometimes when something's so good, you just have to shut up and play it. And I think we're there.
How did you do on stream? I only caught the first few games.
I only played a few. And then I switched to the... I was like, I just want to hit 500 LP. And then I hit 500 LP and I switched to the other one. And I think I'm like... I played a couple more after stream before this. And I think I'm like 1 away from 600. Yeah, 591.
I must be doing something wrong because I was doing really well with the deck. And then, like, I don't know, over the last 2 days, I just, like, could not fucking buy a win. I'm definitely making mistakes. But, like, I don't know, things were like, I'd be halfway through my deck, and I'd have one champion, and, like, search for it both times. It was just like, deck doesn't do much if you only ever get one fucking champion. It's not a good time.
Sometimes.
And sometimes you get run over.
It's funny. how quickly we've gone around the circle on Mono Shurima. So like day 1, day 2, we're like, this shit's broken. And then like day, like 3 through the end of the week, it's like, okay, everyone's playing a really bad version of this. I don't know if this deck is good or not. But then it's like, okay, well, maybe this deck's actually really good and nobody knows how to play it, or we're just like playing bad versions. And now we've kind of come around. It's like, okay, yeah, this deck is fucking broken. And people just haven't been playing it well this entire time.
Yep.
Which is wild.
I put out a tweet saying, because I played like 20 games with this particular version, and I went like 19-1, and the version like doesn't have like naturalist, only plays like one of the 4-mana guy that finds champions, because I don't want to be doing that kind of stuff. And it's so funny because I posted that tweet, and then a bunch of people immediately were like, why aren't you playing these cards? It's kind of weird that you're not playing these cards. And I'm like, I don't know, man. It seems to be working okay. It's going.
I really don't like the what is it? The 1-drop that makes the 1/1.
I play 1.
Yeah, Kevin's on 2, and like I don't know. I jammed like 30-40 games. I don't think it was ever like good. It's like occasionally it was like once in a while it chumped an attack or something, and that was like best case.
I mean,
and
a
like
1-drop that chumps an attack, that's pretty decent for the deck. Like that's basically what it's there for.
Yeah,
just levels Azir faster.
Yeah, the problem that I had is that like I know of games where I had like 1-drops, right negations, quicksands, and like not enough fucking meat of the deck of like turning stuff on, which maybe it's just variance or something, but like
it happens. Yeah,
felt bad.
I have had games where it's like all 3 or like 2 or 3 Rite of the Arcanes, 2 or 3 quicksands, 2 Rite of Negations, and I'm just like, God damn it, right? Like that just happens sometimes. But
it came to a point where I was like, maybe 3 quicksand is too much. I was like, I almost wanted to slap myself for even thinking it, but I was like,
that heresy.
Yeah, right.
So I mean, if we don't want to run bad 4-drops, why aren't we running like Feral Prescience and Scrying Sands to find your combo pieces every game?
And Chronomancer. Damn, you're
and
smart.
Chronomancer. Wait,
That's
are we
smart,
not?
Man.
I mean, isn't Chronomancer actually kind of okay?
It's not the worst thing. I would rather play the 3/2 that makes a landmark. Which
I actually like that also.
Oh, Bomber Twins?
Yeah, but it blocks Fearsomes, which is pretty important right now.
Yeah.
It makes you a landmark, which you can blow up with Rite of the Arcane.
Which is huge. Which is honestly huge.
Like a big deal. I think I'm gonna switch to 1 because I think Kever's list has 1.
Yeah, Kever's on 1. I'm always happy to see it. Whereas the 1-drop, I'm like almost never happy to see it. Bomber Twins, I'm basically always happy to see because 2-mana 3/2 trades into like fucking everything. Get a landmark that so it's like two things in one. And you're always short on landmarks, right? Like it's always like that's always the struggle.
Yeah, that's the limiter. Mm-hmm.
I think
landmarks are whether or not you do your chain.
That's like the unintuitive part of this deck and a lot of these mid-range Shurima landmark decks is that like a lot of times your units don't matter. Like you're gonna draw into your units eventually anyway. It's that you need the landmarks. You need to find Ancient Prep. You need to find the 3-mana card that draws you a card and creates 2 Roiling Sands. Like those are really the engines of the deck that are making these decks work. That's what it feels like.
The cards I never mulligan are like Ancient Prep, Rockhopper, and Zareth. And then like the cards that I'll keep 90% of the time are like Unraveled Earth and Preservarium. Because like the landmarks are just all that matters, like you were saying.
Do you use the Hourglass super aggressively? I found that was kind of a game changer.
Sometimes. I was using it incredibly aggressively early, but now that I have such a high focus on landmarks, like disregarding everything else, I found that I haven't had to use it aggressively. Once I have like level Zareth or whatever, and I can like clear a board with it, then like hell yeah, I'll jam it. But I'm not gonna. I'm gonna try to not be in a spot where I have to use it to like advance my landmark plan. Usually by the time I'm playing Zareth, I already have like 3-4 landmarks out.
Yeah, I just feel like things like using it on like the 3/1, just to, like reset it and just like like kind of just turbo levels your fucking champs.
I've done it like once or twice. I don't do that. I have reset my spell shield on stuff with the 1/4 Soothsayer by doing that. That's pretty sick.
What do you think, Mr. Sensational?
It's weird because like I've seen you guys just like absolutely pop off with the deck, and so of course I wanted to pop off as well. So I like played like maybe 5 or so games. I didn't play a lot, but I actually ran into like a lot of consistency issues where I wasn't like drawing both my champs on time, or I just couldn't like get 4 landmarks out, or at least like get them procced, which I felt was like really weird. I was playing like Kever's list, You know, maybe just chalked up to variance again, but I don't know. It felt weird because like it definitely didn't feel super powerful, and I know how powerful it is once you get the landmark down or the sun disc down, but I just wasn't getting there, and it was like really bizarre to me. So might play a little bit more, but as like I feel like it's a problem. I would want to see it changed, but at the same time, it was just like a pile of like cards in my hand at the time. So I don't know. It's weird.
I absolutely think this deck needs to be changed.
Oh yeah,
I
for
think
sure.
it's way too fucking good.
I think the most frustrating thing about it is that like it's definitely like incredibly strong, but even more so, ladder's just unbearable. If
Oh,
you're
it's
want to play a deck that
Mm-hmm.
doesn't beat Mono Shurima, because like
Yeah.
you're FFing like 25% of your games, you might as well. I think it's even more frustrating, honestly, when I'm playing something like Aphelios and I queue into Mono Shurima and I win, and I know I won because opponent fucked up and I shouldn't have won. I think that's even more frustrating.
It's also frustrating because if it was 100%, if it was 95% I was going to lose, I could just snap concede and move on with my day.
Mm-hmm.
But because I win one of 6 or 7 times, I can't just concede every single
You
time.
struggle.
It's so annoying.
No. The worst is when you're out here trying to keep these Mono Shurima fucks in line, bringing the heat, bringing decimates, and then you idiots are bringing fucking Aphelios. Like, what are you doing? You can't play that right now.
Well, there's like the Sentinel decks and like other Withering Whale piles.
I want to talk about that. I think the Sentinel deck's like quite good.
I think so.
But I've seen success. It's been one of my best performing decks for like multiple seasons.
Does it beat Mono Shurima? No, right?
Definitely can. It's closer to 50-50 than you'd think. Is it a good matchup? No, but like Albus fucks you up. If they if they like combo you on 6, you just die. But like you keep them off what they want to be doing because your Sentinels like attack for so much. But it's not a good matchup.
My issue with Sentinels is a deck that I feel like I've had an issue with for a while, is that sometimes the hands are just really fucking awkward. You just have like these 5 and 6 mana spells that like just aren't doing anything, and it's like, oh well, I guess my hand just literally does nothing this game. But when it does its thing, it's incredibly strong. If you can't answer Jace will fuck your shit up.
Yeah.
Oh,
Jace
he just kills
and
you.
Dumbledore and like,
sure.
half the deck. But yeah, I don't know. It's an awkward deck, I think.
Yeah, I'm in the same camp. I feel like there's decks that do tempo better or do control better, but when it pops off, it like really does both better in a sense. But I always feel like I can beat it as long as I like go bigger than it. So it's really not a problem at all, but it's just like a good deck, I guess.
Yeah, playing control that doesn't beat other control decks kind of blows. That's one big thing.
Yeah, I've always been pretty impressed with it. I haven't played it enough, but like when we saw it on the tournament stream or whatever, it was smashing face.
Yeah, it was just, like a couple people were playing it, and like they had good hands, and it's like, oh wow, they're doing a lot of shit with these cards. Yeah.
One thing what do you guys think of this? I would have thought that Mono Shurima would be good into the Viktor, the Ionia P&Z piles, like the Viktor Vi or Viktor Lee Sin. But I managed to lose a game to Hanzo that maybe I should have won. But maybe go look what the actual stats were. I'm pretty sure it said that Mono Shurima was a dog to those decks. Yeah.
Really?
Maybe I read it wrong, but I'm pretty sure that's what it said. It seems somewhat unbelievable, but
it's still a Viktor bot ambush deck. Like how
exactly
bad can it really be? You know,
it's just the quicksand check, right? Because I lost game 2, where I didn't draw quicksand and they just killed me with an 11 power bot. I was like, oh, okay.
And I mean, they can also they have like stun and stuff too, right? You have quicksand and like boop, nope, try again next round.
Or like twin, like it's
twin,
able to protect, or like
twin the right of the arcane,
protect from like your right of arcane, so bot stays around, it scales, you can't really deal with it, and then if you don't have quicksand, you kind of lose.
Yeah, so I found that interesting.
I don't know. That feels really weird.
Right? Because that's like, what does that deck even lose to? Just beat everything then?
The Aphelios Viktor, or not Aphelios?
Viktor, Viktor Ionia, Viktor Lee.
Viktor but what's going on with that deck? That was like supposed to be your bread and butter, and like the deck looks really strong. Like, why did it kind of like? It seems like it's faded away in popularity a little bit.
I mean, it is strong. It's just like I could play that, or I could play a deck that just beats everything all the time. Like
It doesn't beat everything all the time.
I don't know, bro. I beat Pirates like 3 times in a row.
Yeah, Pirates isn't like the end all be
It's
all.
supposed to be like one of the hardest counters.
But it's Pirates, bro. Like, come on.
Pirates is
Okay.
so weird because like if you look statistically, it was riding like a 60% win rate for a few days there, and I'm like, God damn, that's fucking wild. But at the same time, I don't think I've lost the Pirates in like 2 weeks.
It happens every season. Like that always happens. Like if you're not particularly versed at playing against Pirates, you're gonna have a hard time, right? Like if you don't know how to stuff Misfortune and she just like runs away with the game, like you just lose. And that's why you see Pirates and Spiders crush like lower ranks or like have a power spike when people are trying new decks because they don't know how their deck is supposed to interact well with it. But like the decks have never been like good, right? They've never been like tier 1. So I'm like, Pirates, damn it, better fucking nerf that. I don't know. I can't think of Decimate.
So Pirates, real quick, I've seen quite a bit of it the last like week or something. It still pisses me off that people play it like it's Scouts. Just attack with your Misfortune.
Yeah.
Please attack with your Misfortune. I don't want to keep taking free games off of you. You don't care about Misfortune. She's not going to flip. Please just attack me. You are the aggro deck.
The 1 damage you get from her attack trigger on your turn 5 or whatever is not worth the 3 damage you're giving up by not attacking with her right now.
Exactly. Yeah. There are like situations where like it makes sense to hold her back. You're playing against like Eye of the Dragon. You need to be, using her bullets to kill dragonlings. Like, okay, sure. But there's so many situations where it's like, please just attack with her. Please.
Yeah. You got 3 units to my 1 and you decide to hold back Misfortune. It's like, thanks, man.
I'm only taking 3 damage this turn. Okay.
Yeah.
Nope.
Deal.
Yeah, I had someone literally not kill me. Like I had no mana. It was just lethal if that Misfortune just came in and nope, stayed home.
Bro, but they might flip her on like turn 9. Come on.
They did eventually flip her and kill me though, I will say. They got me next turn. But I had a chance.
That's pretty funny.
Do you think Pirates would be better without Gangplank?
Some people are on the
aren't they already cutting Gangplank? It's like a 1 of now, right?
I think people are cutting it because it's so shit into Rite of the Arcane.
Oh, true.
And like TF's pretty good against like the ambush style decks. Red card and gold card is very strong. And so you're either playing against a deck that has like Rite of the Arcane, against a deck that's going to go under Gangplank, it doesn't give a fuck, or a deck that like has Concussive Palm. And that's like, or grabbing them, right? And that's like it. Those are like your options. So perhaps Twisted Fate is better. I have no idea. I don't play Pirates.
And like, it's not plunder. You aren't like flipping GP on 5. If you're flipping it in Pirates, you're flipping them on like turn 9. And it's like, bro, if you went to turn
like
7 Pirates, like what the fuck are you doing? Like, I feel like Gangplank is so worthless in that deck.
I mean, he still rumbles.
Really annoying, just because he'd like just beat my ass for 5. He just comes in. I'm like, I can't deal with all these things. But yeah, right now I don't feel like that. They play GP on 5, and I'm like, Rite of the Arcane, make a 5/3, kill your guy.
Yeah, he's a lot worse now. Speaking of Twisted Fate, though, has anyone played that? What is it? Twisted Fate what? With like Shurima?
The Sivir deck?
Yeah. Has anyone tried that?
I mean, I played it a couple seasons ago when it came out. It does the same thing. It's fine. You make kegs and then you cast like TF red card or something, and you have efficient beaters, but like I don't think it's very good.
Yeah, I'm in the same boat. I play like a couple games, so it's just a different flavor of Sivir. Like you're better into like some of the more aggro decks. You have Maker and you have red card. You have answers against Swarm that the Demacia version just doesn't really have. But outside of that, you just like give up the rallies, you give up like the strike spells, the buff cards. It's give and take. It's not better, it's not worse. Just different like side grade, I suppose. And I suppose someone just like did really well or like played into like the right kind of matchups. But I don't really see it being that powerful.
Akshan
went to
Sivir,
like rank 2 with it, right?
Yeah,
That's that, yeah.
rank 2. Akshan Sivir is a very, very powerful deck. Sorry, I cut you off.
No,
I
you're
didn't
good.
know-
You're good. I cut you off the first time, so you can go ahead.
Okay. I think Akshan Sivir is like a very, very powerful deck, and so is TF Sivir. However, if you play TF Sivir into a matchup where like your Make It Rains and your line 'em ups and your TF red cards don't do anything, you lose. That like you're done. You're playing a shitty pile. You're playing a pile and it feels like a pile. But if you play Akshan Sivir, like you have a lot more game into a lot of things.
Yeah, I mean, you always have game, right? You always have just Akshan flip into Sivir, overwhelm, like good game against just
Overwhelm,
anything.
rally, kill you.
Yeah, any deck. Which is what makes the deck so good, right?
What's really nice about the TF Sivir deck is that I feel like every season people like kind of, or not every season, but every once in a while people forget how like kegs plus Bilgewater work with like Make It Rain and red card, and they just like grief into your red card. And it's like, oh, you win so many games from people just falling asleep at the wheel, and it's like, oh, I just blew your ass out.
I 100% did that like the other day. I think it was playing against Pirates. I just forgot that they had TF now, and I just like played an extra 1 toughness thing. There's like all 4, all fucking 4 of them, and I was like, oh yeah, right.
TF being in Pirates is really obnoxious because I've been playing a lot of Draven Rumble, and like I have to get Spell Shield on Rumble now because if I develop into a gold card, it's so depressing.
Dude, Draven Rumble's hot, by the way. I've been at like above 60% all season with it, though. I guess this isn't news, but climbing the ladder at like 62% win rate is not a fucking good time. I went from 300 to 400 to 300 to 400 300 4 3 4 3 4 3 4, and now I'm just fucking done with it. I'm just over it. I played Mono Shurima down to 240. It was like, fuck this. I'm waiting for the fucking patch.
That deck is miserable to play against sometimes because like Rumble plus Might is just like uninteractable for like so many decks. It's like sick, I can't do anything about this.
You win like 90% plus or something. Like you just don't lose when you go like Rumble Might. It's just absurd.
I feel like people don't play around it like at all. Like there are so many people. I played it quite a bit like last night on stream, and there were so many people that just like didn't respect it. They were just like, I'm gonna ghost block Rumble. You know, I'm gonna glimpse my unit. I'm gonna hourglass my unit.
No. Yeah. Come on. My guy.
You're really like, give it here? Come on.
There's a lot of that, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, a lot of times I don't do that very often, but there's a lot of spots where you go, well, I mean, I'm fucked if they have Might. So like
sometimes you can't play around
this.
Yeah.
At the same time, I think that like originally when Draven Rumble like came into prevalence, it was during Ari Kennen meta. And you know, people are like, "Oh my god, this deck is so hard to beat." It's like, I don't know. I feel like if you like spend half a second and like, you know, play, you know, a little bit intelligently here, Rumble never hits. I feel like there's a lot of matchups where people just like don't respect Rumble, and you need to respect Rumble. Rumble's like 50% of the deck of that.
At least.
When the deck doesn't have Rumble on like 4,
it's so bad.
Don't care. Yeah.
It's so bad without Rumble. It's like you're really trying to scrape together wins without Rumble.
It feels like a draft pile, like a good draft pile. I mean, that analogy maybe doesn't work because it's Runeterra, but like you get what I'm saying. You know, like the cards are like, they're good and they're kind of synergistic and they do the thing, but like it's missing something that makes it like super good. And Rumble is the thing.
It needs another champ because Draven's like fine, but like Draven never gets the job done by himself. Draven's not getting job by like he's not carrying that
Draven
fucking deck.
Really good. Gives you the discard outlets.
He's a 3/2, bro. Everyone, he's a fucking 3/2. He's not carrying to victory because now you have a pile of cards and a Draven. Like that's not quite, you know, that's not quite the fucking like super deck that you're looking for.
Yeah, I mean you're right, but like he facilitates a lot of your game plan. He gives you like your third discard for Rumble a lot, and something that I think is super underrated is he gives you additional copies of Whirling Death getting into combat, which is such a nightmare to deal with. When I will make so many times I'll play against that deck. And I will remove a Draven I don't care about pre-combat because I cannot let them have Whirling Death in combat.
Yeah. Those are things.
A small thing, but something.
I think Draven's like aggressively fine. He's good at like enabling other cards in your deck. You know, axes are great. Axes are really great. But I don't know, bro. He doesn't do anything. Yeah, all he is an axe generator.
His Malphite with Sheen, bro.
He's honestly he
doesn't do anything.
He's a good distraction. Like you don't have a lot going on 3, so like if you just don't do much on 3, like if you just drop like a 1 or 2 drop, it's like kind of like fuck whatever. But if you drop a Draven, it's like oh okay, I guess like your opponent's like oh I have to deal with that. Like yeah, you get the axe, and you know maybe like they chump block him or something, like so to clear a way for Rumble. So he's like nice to have, but he can't win the game by himself.
on the other side of the field. I will tell you. And also, like, axes change combat math, which sucks.
Yeah, axes are
Yeah.
really good. I feel like there's so many broken cards in this Draven Rumble deck. I feel like it could be better because like the fucking 2-mana 4/2 fearsome. Dear God, if that thing hits face, I know I already won the game.
You won the game. Yeah,
It's actually
that card's cracked, dude. It's so
Yeah.
good. You always have it.
And like, here's the thing though, it connects so rarely. Like if they don't have a 3 power
all the time.
If they don't have a 3 power unit, it's because you're playing Mono Shurima. Get some fucking 3 power units in your deck, bro. If they don't have like a 3 power unit or a Mystic Shot, like what the fuck deck are they even playing?
I mean, you could play Bloodthirsty Marauder in your Mono Shurima deck. Then you can block the fearsomes. I don't see where this could go wrong.
And then you could predict for them. So you have them on.
Oh my God, it's so good.
If you play Scrying Sands, it doesn't hit you as hard.
Oh my God.
Scrying Sands is a spell shield popper. Scrying Sands into Quicksand beats Rumble.
What? It's so good. Damn,
Real talk,
we're
Wait.
really solving the meta here.
I know that I'm not, telling anybody who doesn't know, but Quicksand is fucked up. Quicksand
So
is not
good.
okay.
Jesus
I
Christ.
need it to not exist in its current state. Why do I have to have like 3 elusive threats to not instantly lose the fucking game to Quicksand? It's so stupid.
Okay, hold on. I'll play a devil's advocate here though. Like there's certain cards that like I'm not saying that Quicksand's okay the way it is, but fucking elusive menace decks have been a fucking nightmare for a while since TF is, right? There's always been a different fucking one. Ari Cannon, that just all elusive fucking Ionia one. Like these really annoying ass elusive decks. So having something like that, I like having in the format. Like a Mystic Shot is like kind of like that universal sort of like removal that just kind of deals with a lot of stuff, isn't overpowered, is just good. So I don't know, like if we can change Quicksand. Like what if it, to be like a little bit different? Maybe if it only did -2, -0 on 2 things. I don't know if that's like that big of a change. Like how often do you actually use the -4? It happens.
Oh, that was like you can only give -2. That's an interesting one.
Wait,
I have
instead of,
a
like removing keywords.
Oh
No,
no, sorry, no.
like,
I mean,
you
just don't
can't
have
do
the
-4
-4 option. Yeah, -4 option's gone. Just make. What I'm saying is bring it a little bit more into line, but still have it because I like that it keeps elusives in check. That's all I'm saying.
I do like the effect. I think it's too powerful, but like to put in a dissenting opinion, not even dissenting, just like an interesting viewpoint. I think the reason it's like it's nuts. It's a busted card, but it's so much better because you're either playing Mono Shurima, which plays Quicksand, or you have to play a deck that cheeses Mono Shurima with Ambush and Viktor. Like we're so keyword focused right now because we have to try to beat Mono Shurima. That Quicksand is just like it's so much better than it normally is. Right? Quicksand against Lee Sin doesn't really do much. Quicksand against a lot of the other powerful decks from the last like season, not super insane against except Ari Cannon. It would have blown Ari Cannon out of the water. Yeah, I mean like it's incredibly strong. It's too good, I think. I don't know how I would change it though, because I like having the effect. I just don't want it to be as good as it is.
Would it be playable at 4 mana?
That is a big step up. 3 to 4 mana might be like the largest mana increase.
Yeah,
for
because
spells.
need more than spell mana.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe. I don't know.
Quicksand remove is overwhelm.
Do you guys think
universally,
ambush
I
is a
actually
problem?
disagree. What's up?
Do you guys think ambush is a problem?
Yes. I think the combination of like ambush bots and Viktor
Ow.
are a problem.
How? And say how?
And I said, "Ow!" Whoever was tapping on the mic.
Oh.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I think those cards are just a little too good together. I think we finally hit like critical mass of like really good augment cards and cheap things to buff them. And I think it might be too good.
I
do
see
you
the
think?
argument. I don't know though. I feel like most decks have a way to deal with it. It might be too strong, but
Viktor getting a lot better now has definitely made ambush a lot better.
Or just like the
Staying
augment, you get a free augment proc with the Viktor each turn. It's free.
Free is infinitely better than 1 mana. Holy shit.
Okay. Viktor, can we get rid of random keywords?
Viktor is also disgusting.
Okay.
Or not, depending on which side of the field he's on.
I think Viktor needs to have like 3 HP or something. I'm done dealing with Viktor. I want him to die.
Bro, they just made him good like fucking like 2 weeks ago. What are you talking about?
Want to be able to kill him. That's all. I just want to be able to kill him, dude.
Just play right of our game, bro. What are you talking about? Mono Shurima.
I was
I agree with him.
I was
Like,
playing
Vic-
on stream today, and I was at like 16 life, and my opponent had literally just played Viktor. Like, they're about to go to their attack token. They just played Viktor. I'm at 16 life. They have 3 cards in hand or whatever. And I go, they put the Viktor spell in the stack, and I don't click OK. I look at the camera, and I say, if they hit Scout here, I lose the game. I have a board, but they hit Scout. They put another one on. They hit Spell Shield to stop my removal. They cast Ambush. I fucking die.
As you deserve.
And I was like, yep. They rolled the 2 keywords they needed to roll. Like, I had removal in my hand that I couldn't use. And, yep, that was dope. And mine just hits Impact every fucking time.
Yeah, it's faded, right? Like,
So good, bro.
Yeah.
Hit extra damage. That's the best one. I love it. I'm like, yeah, Impact.
You keep it. I'll get the other one.
Yeah, I could see 3. I could see 3 toughness though.
I wanted them in order. I know I just don't like super RNG mechanics.
Does the Pantheon player?
Viktor, I mean, I don't like the Pantheon part. There's
You
a
love-
reason I
you
don't
love
like Pantheon anymore. I like
So-
the Shyvana part of Pantheon.
Uh-huh.
And that's why I don't play
Convenient.
Pantheon anymore.
Convenient. I like the Zoe part of Lee Sin Zoe.
Yeah, me too. That's why I play Zoe decks.
Damn
So,
it.
Viktor, I think Viktor's so strong that he gets thrown to like basically any deck, and is like his own threat, which is kind of an issue. I've been playing him in Glorious Evolution Shellfolk, and he's like a free Glorious Evolution. He's like kind of really good.
He's kind of decent, yeah.
That's kind of cool. I like that.
If Sundisk gets touched, Aphelios Viktor will be too good unless something changes. That's my
Oh,
hot
Aphelios is
take.
already fucking. You make fun of us for playing Aphelios on ladder. I swear to you, Aphelios is broken.
Oh
Aphelios
no, I
is
was joking.
fucking broken. There is
Really?
one deck that's holding it back, but dear God, maybe
Oh,
like
yeah.
2 decks, because like Ramp is a stupid fucking deck that shouldn't exist. I think that and Sundisk are the ones that are holding Aphelios back.
Yep. If Sundisk gets changed, Aphelios might not be tier 0, but he's going to be incredible. And I think Aphelios Viktor will be probably the best one.
Yeah, will the format be able to like start to change around it? Because here's the thing, right? Because everyone's warped around Mono Shurima right now, and all those decks, those super linear decks, Aphelios just eats for lunch, right? Yeah. So if that changes, if the meta changes, and maybe Ramp becomes good, or like maybe it's all landmarks,
and I pack 3 denies or something, right? Like the Aphelios decks are so flexible. I feel you, and I think you're right. I think
I'm not
like,
disagreeing, by the way. I'm just
I think
theory
if like
crafting.
Aphelios becomes insane, the meta will adapt, and like it won't like there will be things that naturally prey on Aphelios, but like I don't know how many things there's gonna be.
Yeah, in a tournament setting, especially, right? If anything, I'm surprised that Aphelios isn't crushing harder, like we all expected it to, right? We're like, here it comes, strap in, and then Mono Shurima was like, no, hold your fucking, take your shoes off of the door, motherfuckers. It's not coming to the party just yet. But so yeah, I agree though. And like in tournaments, also, I mean, can you just ban Mono Shurima? Why haven't people just been doing that?
Yes. Yep.
So why is it?
It's player ban right now.
Why is it just? But why isn't Aphelios crushing if that's like the big problem?
What tournaments? They're like,
bruh, I put one on. What the hell?
Yeah, well, that's one. The other's the fight night that I won with Mono Shurima. I actually don't know who won the fight night on Monday. I was a little bitter with what happened during my matches. So I just like turned it off.
I don't know either.
But yeah, there hasn't really been a lot of tournaments.
I mean, I think the other thing is that like there are other decks that are like so stuff like Zigzalia kind of fucks Aphelios.
Zigzalia is
really
very
rough.
strong, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, what's the deal with that deck?
Very, very
Why?
strong.
Uh-huh.
I don't know. If we're on the topic of like things that just like destroy Aphelios, like there's a lot of control decks that just go a lot bigger than Aphelios, right? Like, you know, Darkness, even like Asol, any Asol deck, or like the
Field of Rush.
catalog
Field of Rush
decks.
with She Who Wanders, the ramp
Yeah, like
focus
peak
kind.
catalog decks. Like there's a lot of
Justice.
decks that can outvalue Aphelios straight up.
Yes.
I think the outcome of like if like Modern Shurima gets nerfed, like we just like lose aggro, right? Aggro sort of like falls off
It's
a
just
cliff
gone. Yeah.
unless like unless like the Azir Relias or like the TF Fizzes come back, we probably won't see aggro for a while because
Which probably
like control decks and Aphelios deck.
that might be the cycle, right? Like Aphelios is too good, we start playing She Who Wanders and stuff like that. So people start playing Azir Relia, so people start playing aggro, so people start playing Aphelios. I'd be okay with that cycle.
So, ramp real quick. I think ramp is an issue. I think that this laugh away.
It's really fucking good.
No, just what do you not think is an issue? What have you not named yet?
Actually, like 3 weeks, okay? But no, I like turn 5 it that stairs yesterday. Like fuck off. This is fucked up. Why is this thing gets buffed every fucking patch? I think that's my thing. Like Faces got buffed, and then it that stairs got buffed, and then the Voices card got buffed, and then
She
now
Wanders.
they buff She Who Wanders. And it's like, bro, who on the Riot play team is a fucking ramp player? And why do we care so much about enabling this dumbass archetype?
Oh, I like ramp. I don't play it that much. But I love TLC was great.
That's not ramp.
TLC is not RAM.
DLC cut all their ramp cards.
Oh yeah,
You'd play like 2 Catalyst for the mirror and like maybe, and that was about
yeah.
it.
Did you see that like Field Rush list with like Voices and like it that stairs and things like that?
Yeah,
I
that's what I was
saw
talking
something
about.
like
It
that
plays with She
floating
Who
around.
Wanders. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
the
yeah.
Aphelios Crusher right there if you're looking for one. She Who Wanders, you just play it on like turn 7 because you're ramping stupidly, and then the game ends. They look at their hand and they go, okay, all my things with 4 less power, and they look through the whole hand and go, that is all of my cards. And then then you hit them. But I'm kind of with that Kato. Like, I got turn 5 Field Rushed and felt bad. I've been turn 5 Field Rush, turn 5 to Asol, and like that's kind of the norm with that deck.
That's
like,
not the norm.
If you're not like turn 5 it that's staring, or turn at the very least turn 6 it that's staring, like you're so far behind.
Yeah, that's what happens a lot of times. I like never lose to that fucking deck. Like one in like fucking 10% of the time they like high roll you and like,
I play Draven
gotcha.
Rumble. I don't ever lose to ramp. It's
That's
like,
right. Yeah, blow them the fuck out.
What's so fucking frustrating is that like they get to run broken ass cards like fucking Ravine that like shuts down your opponent's turn. And it's like,
Ravine's
oh,
busted.
if you ramp Ravine, and then like your opponent had to skip a turn, so now they can't fucking kill you, and they develop into like an it that stares or some shit. Like, it's so fucking stupid. I really hate this deck. I really hate this
I
deck.
can't tell, actually.
that's why I told you a couple times. I just wanted to make sure. Like, I
Yes.
don't know. I think that they run some like really fucking broken cards, and for some reason the deck just keeps getting buffed. I just don't want it to keep getting buffed.
I do think that like taking a step back, I think like this patch was like a tremendous success. Some things just went a little too far. I think they really like tried to shake it up and see what happened, and we fucked around, and now we're finding out. And like, I think. Go ahead.
Sorry, finish.
I think if we rein back just like a couple things, just a little bit, we have a fantastic format. That's it.
Well, like, okay, I thought you and I agreed on this though. Something's always gonna be the best, right?
Yeah, but there's the best, and then there's tier 0.
Yeah, Mono
I think
Shurima might
Shurima is
be
undisputedly tier 0 right now.
okay, but you could knock Mono Shurima down like a notch. Like say Quicksand hadn't got buffed.
Okay.
Mono Shurima is still pretty good. Format's still pretty much kind of like the same. Like, it's not like a huge difference. The Rumble decks are just doing better, or the Impact Ambush decks are doing better against it.
I think Mono Shurima just like isn't even an issue if they don't have Quicksand, to be honest with you. Because then you're like consistently beating them with like cheesy overwhelm or elusive strategies.
Also, like
Yeah,
just like the
you could be right.
a Victor Lee would start beating them because you're like, okay, you literally can't remove my Victor. Like I just have twin disciplines or whatever,
Oh,
and like
Scrapper Dude has a great question here in the chat. What happened to Yordle and Arms? Because I sat here against all 5 of you while you insisted Yordle and Arms would be tier 1 best deck, fucking crushing everything. The Demacia deck is absolutely dead in the water. I tried to fucking find a list the other day. Google came back with just a fucking like a fuck you. I was like, oh, okay, doesn't exist anymore. And then like, yeah, and then Fizz Lulu was like some hotness for a second, and then like, I don't know, that's even kind of fallen off a bit now. So,
It's still tier 1. It's still tier 1. I will fight you on this. Like, it's still one of the best decks in the format.
The Demacia deck fucking died though, and that was
we're like,
that was the tier 1 version.
Probably not very good. It won't be very good anymore. And then 3 days later, you're like, what about the Demacia deck? And we're like, yeah, you know, it's not very good anymore, like we said. And then you're like, I told you, bitches. We do this like every week.
Hold on though. What about the Demacia deck though?
Yeah, the Demacia one. Rangers Resolve. No, but like, yeah, the Demacia one's gone. Fizz Lulu, like it's that deck sucks to play, man. I understand some people like it, but like I think it's really boring.
It's fallen off though, bro. Even the people that are like Fizz Lulu like diehards like are still not doing particularly well with the deck.
It has turned into a very, very, very strong tournament pick.
Okay, well,
I think
look.
people stop playing it on ladder. Honestly, I think if you're not playing Monostream on ladder, you're just wrong. Like, I think it's at that spot right now. I think it's like Ari Kennen levels of like you're just making a mistake.
Bro, I want this free LP. I can
go get it.
Teach me how to print it.
Go get it.
Yesterday, I tried playing it on stream and just got fucking bodied. I lost like 5 in a row. It was like I had to like stop. I felt violated. I was like,
they promised me I would win.
Yeah. There's a plat too.
Oh, ouch.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I think Yordle Arms is still very good. I think it's tier 1. I think there's like 3 tier 1 decks. Let's see. Okay, tier 1 decks are going to be like Yordle and Arms, Talia Ziggs, Viktor decks.
Monostream.
No, Monostream is tier 0. That, in my opinion. And
no,
I think those are your tier 1s.
Like tier 0 is like actual no bad matchups.
Yes.
Monostream has bad matchups. They're just like
I disagree strongly. I don't lose. I mean, I don't lose them. Like you're just going to Pirates and you're like, cool, and then you win.
I was going to say Pirates.
Kennen had bad matchups, right? Like
what's up?
Bad.
Yeah, I mean every deck's had like bad matchups. Azir Relia had bad matchups. Ari Kennen had.
Basically.
I think you had to go deep into tier 2 to find like bad Ari Kennen matchups.
That's true.
Except for TF Nami, that shit was broken.
I do.
Otherwise,
I do think it's I think it's a huge step above everything else right now. Like I end the game on turn 6, right? You just I do the thing, boop, and I thought that would happen. The average is like turn 7, but I mean I'd probably flip on turn 6 30% of the time, which is disgusting.
How weird is it when you like get both champs leveled and it still has like the 1 counter on it? What is that? Is that what turn is that? Is that turn 5 or something?
Turn 5.
Yeah, it's so fucking weird.
Like, oh, this isn't supposed to happen.
I didn't know that could happen.
I'm like, I'm gonna shoot your champ, and then nothing happens. I'm like,
yeah. I thought it just went once both leveled. I thought it just went to 0. I didn't realize there was actually like, what the fuck?
What would I rate scouts? I wouldn't. I would not.
Isn't the scouts thing really good on at least by ladder stats?
I don't know. Maybe
its win rate's like really fucking high. Last I checked,
probably is. Scouts and Pirates will always have high win rates on ladder, no matter what.
I think who's tapping on their mic desk something.
I think Akato is typing. No, it's the ghost of Azir Relia pass.
Sorry, I was tapping.
Oh, yeah. I mean, scouts kind of always kicks ass. I just like pretend it doesn't exist all the time, every season.
I've been fucking destroying scouts this season, like with just everything. I feel like everything I'm playing, like scouts just feels really underpowered all of a sudden.
Xerath is really good into scouts.
Yeah, it's also Rite of Arcane.
Yeah, Rite of Arcane is nice. The 3/3 Relentless Devout is like, is that the name of the card?
Endless
Devout. That card is endlessly annoying for my opponents. Very strong.
And I already had my complaint about that card last week.
Yeah. Yep.
I have to
Yeah,
come up with
whenever
new
Kane's
material. You know, I can't keep bitching about that one.
Well, you can. It just then you turn into Jason about Yordle and arms.
All 5 of you fuckers, all 5 of you were like, what are you talking about? You're such a problem. You don't even know. It's gonna be such a huge problem. They're such idiots for not nerfing it. Here we are like, Mono Shurima's a problem. No one's talking about Yordle arms, so.
I still think Yordle and arms is nerfed, though.
I think this is still like an insane deck.
I'm not saying it shouldn't. I'm not saying it shouldn't get touched. I'm just saying you guys
on the Tuesday. That
you guys said like tier 1 best deck in the format. That was the fucking take from all 5 of you.
I believe I said that. Yeah.
Thank you.
I definitely thought Lulu Fizz was still going to be the best deck in the format.
It's not the literal best. It's only top.
Yeah, it's
3.
only like top 3.
Oh.
It's not even close to being like, oh no, oh Fizz Lulu again. Oh, it's not even fucking remotely close to that, is it? You know it.
I got turn 5, 6-man wide, 3 elusives and a Fizz, Yordle and arms.
If it's turn
like-
5, you're lucky, bro. Turn 4 happens too fucking
Turn
often.
4, yeah.
Bro, turn 2. If you're still alive after turn 2, your opponent's fucked up for sure.
That's how I feel sometimes playing Mono Shurima, where I go Ancient Prep Rockhopper and I have Xerath in my hand and they're like not actively doing something disgusting. I'm like, cool, I'm gonna win this game. It's really good, I'm telling you.
Also,
really
Jordan's
good.
right, by the way. Yordle and arms has like a 60-40 matchup in Mono Shurima.
Yeah. Yeah, I believe that was one of the matchups where Roji started playing the Zillion for.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's not a great matchup for Mono Shurima. Is it winnable? Yeah, like totally. I do win it, but 60-40 is about right. And 60-40 into the best deck is nothing to like sneeze at or whatever that saying is. I don't know.
I think you nailed it.
Nice. Been practicing my sayings.
So, let me get this straight. Mono Shurima, tier 0. But
Yes.
somehow, also bad matchup into Fizz Lulu, which is also one of the best decks.
Sure. Bad matchup. Your absolute worst matchup, you're still winning 4 out of 10 times. Seems pretty good to me.
Yeah, bro. I'm just saying.
Okay, so
tier 0 means like you don't actually have bad matchups.
I think the tier 0 argument is like usually silly because everyone has a different interpretation of what the fuck tier 0 even means. So it's like it's usually pointless. But in your opinion, Majin, what are the matchups that are actually bad for Mono Shurima?
Maybe Yordle and arms.
Okay.
And then it's like,
is there anything?
I don't want to see Draven Rumble, but they have to have Rumble plus Might or I'm going to win.
Mm-hmm.
And that's like about it. The thing I think that makes Mono Shurima tier 0, because like you said, people's definition is different. And for me, like what makes Mono Shurima tier 0 is that 40% of the matches, I look at my opponent's deck and declare I have won. Right? Like, oh, sick Aphelios deck, I win. Right? Oh, sick control deck, I win. That's just like kind of what happens. Yeah, there's some matchups that give you some trouble or whatever. Maybe they're 55 or even 60% into you, but like if I'm auto winning 40% of my matchups and then my horrible matchups I'm only like a slight dog to, that seems really too good.
Yeah. Jordan in the chat saying he's positive into Mono Shurima with Aphelios right now, and I'll say again, like I think statistically I probably am too. But again, I think most of those games that I win, it's because the Mono Shurima player just like fucks up. Just straight fucks up. I swear a lot of these matchup tables are influenced by people just not playing this deck right.
All the decks. The game's really fucking hard, you know, to be fair. Like who
play Mono Shurima?
No, it is. You just said they were making mistakes.
Well, yeah, I mean, that
And so that's like as we talk about stats and stuff, it's like really important to take into account that like you know, if people that are like really people that are playing a deck at like the highest level, like their win rates could be a lot different than the fucking mass of people all trying to play the deck. A lot of people, like, you know, in those stats are people that picked up the deck and like played it for the first time, just threw it on the ladder. So like we're talking about these stats, it's definitely I don't know, a little disingenuous at times. We should take them with like a grain of salt.
I'm gonna talk all this shit about Mono Shurima being so much better than everything. I'm gonna go play ladder after this and lose 10 in a row.
that'd be great.
Yep, it's just what's gonna happen.
I
I'm gonna be
expect
like,
the
"God
tweet,
damn it."
you know, our
I
death.
was holding my breath when you were playing on stream because I was like, oh, like, I don't know, some variant's gonna come back here. Is he like gonna get distracted by the chat? Like I was like, what's gonna happen? That's why I
Yes.
asked you when we got back into the
I definitely
podcast.
got
Like, how did it
distracted by
go?
chat, and I was still just, I don't know, man. I was still just doing
So
the
it's
thing.
crushing to people.
There's
I mean,
so many just like, oops, I win.
there is. I'm not denying that the deck isn't ridiculously powerful, right? I don't think anyone would. And you know, I think it might be like a particularly good spot now because, like you say, there's a lot of, you know, it went from like all mono Shurima and then quickly countered lots of decks that are pretty good into mono Shurima, and then like it kind of like leveled off and mono Shurima kind of got, you know, sort of forgotten about a bit. Aphelios came back, other stuff came back, and now it's like I think people are not up to date that mono Shurima was a fucking menace. It's not everywhere like it was, and there's just a shit ton of different decks being played, of which mono Shurima shits on a huge pile of them. And you get a bunch of free wins.
Yeah, but I don't want a ladder format where like I think we're all in agreement the deck needs to be changed.
Yeah.
What I want is a ladder format that like one deck doesn't dictate what I'm allowed to play, and that's
So like, what if like hear me out? This is like crazy. What if you played like not just one game, but like a series of games where like the winner was decided, like a best of X games. I don't know. Let's call it 3.
I feel you and I hear you. I'm gonna say this every time. Every time you bring it up, I'm gonna say this. I actively do not want best of 3 ladder.
Is it because you're dumb or? Oh, okay. Fuck asterisks. Yeah, no,
both,
I don't.
That's fine.
Both, obviously both. Yeah. Why does everyone always? It's like
I would still rather have a revamped gauntlet system than a best of 3 ladder.
Why does everyone always think that something has to be taken away? Whenever I'm like best of 3, they're like, no, best of 1's important. I want to play for forever. I'm like, but also best of 1. They're like, oh, okay, fine. Like if I'm like, yo, bro, high five. It's like, no, not if you're gonna punch me too. I'm like, what? What the fuck are you guys talking about?
Yeah, bro, high five. Now you're gonna take away my drink.
Exactly.
No, I mean, I get you. I get you. I think there are better ways to do it than ladder. I would like Gauntlet to be revamped, with a lot more focus put on it, and I would like that to be how you get tiebreakers in seasonals, not grinding ladder points on best of 1.
But that doesn't change what ladder is, right? What if we just change mono Shurima?
I would like that too.
He wants it all.
You could ban it, right? One thing I do want to say that's really nice about LOR, by the way, is having played like 20 games of League of Legends this last weekend to like rank up for Clash. My queue times were fucking insane. Dear God, coming back to LOR and having like 15 to 30 second queue times, I was like, thank the Lord. This is so much better than like the nonsense I was getting of like 10 to 12 minute fucking queue times. Like
it's because you're in your placements and you ranked like diamond, bro. My queue times are like a minute and a half.
Bro, I mean, rank the fuck up. That's all I'm saying. I'm getting insane fucking queue times.
It's like because you're bad.
That's you know how the saying goes. You know, it's lonely at the top, right?
I mean, in LOR though, I got those 15 to 30 second queue times, bro.
Dude, here's what's the mobile version of League called again? Wild Rift? Yeah, I tried playing that a bit like way back, and I'm like, you know, rank fucking nothing, right? Because I'm just starting out, and it was the same. It would be like 10 or 15 minute like queue times. I was like, I thought maybe the game wasn't working for a while. I just kept closing it and reopening it, and I just let it go for forever. And I was like, oh, 15 minutes, 18 minutes in, I'm like, I got a game. Oh, okay.
I was not having that problem.
Yeah, I don't know.
Damn, that's hella long.
Yeah, maybe I was doing something wrong. Like I honestly don't know like how the fuck it was ever that long. But
you hit the queue up button wrong. I mean, it is what it
I
is,
guess
bro.
so. Yeah. I hit it hard, not softly, to nicely.
Dummy.
Nicely.
Did they get rid of autofill in League, or does autofill still exist?
Autofill still exists.
Okay.
You pick your
I was wondering,
two positions.
Like, maybe because I queued like jungle mid, but like
you should get jungle pretty much immediately.
Yeah, I only got filled to mid like twice.
I mean, if you pick anything besides mid, you queue basically immediately. Because the other positions are not fun or they don't impact the game very much. That's my League
I mean,
of Legends
that's some
rant.
fucking opium, bro. That's you know, I lost the game as ADC, and I don't want to take responsibility for it.
I will 100% die on that hill that ADC has no agency in solo queue.
I mean,
come
good,
on,
bro.
tell me that's not true,
Get good, bro.
Reckless, when he wants to climb, plays support because he can't climb at ADC on solo.
That's because
queue.
support's broken. That has nothing to do with
It's
it.
busted,
ADC.
yeah. Because if your support's good, we don't need to keep talking about this, but if your support's good, then your ADC pops up. When I pop the fuck off playing ADC, it's because my support played good for the first 8 minutes, and then and then I get to take advantage of it.
The other thing, just from like engaging with the League of Legends community as opposed to the LOR community, I watched some streams for a while, and dear God, I'm so happy that the LOR community, in like, you know, hanging out in Twitch chats or interacting with streamers is such a positive experience compared to League of Legends, which is just so much negativity constantly.
That's so true.
Like, you know, in game, out of game, you know, their interactions with their chat, it's just so toxic.
I've heard that like Valorant's worse. I don't know how true.
Valorant's bad.
I believe.
Yeah, I didn't know how bad Valorant was, and I was like fucking little Timmy, like bright-eyed, bushy-tailed, like Valorant stream, here I come, and it's like, get fucking wrecked, you piece of shit! Ah! Just like fucking just people going off, and I was like, oh shit! And then the chat just going, yeah, fucking tell him how stupid he is. Like just like I was like, shit, what just happened? I was like, close windows. I was like, fuck, I hope my mom doesn't find out. That should not have been in there. That was bad. It's so aggressive.
The other thing is like League and Valorant are so easy to backseat because it's just like, you know, just play Breader, bro. You know, just
don't do that. I would have died there.
What the fuck are you doing? Whereas like, you know, in LOR, I feel like it's a lot harder to backseat. And you have more time like in between plays to flame the person who said something stupid in your chat, you know. So it's just
it keeps them down. Yeah. So when they come up with a bad thing, you're like, listen. It keeps everyone else quiet. I just imagine him sitting there on his stream and someone chimes in and he's reading the chat and he goes, yeah, okay, so and so said this. Boy, and then he just roasts him, comes after
him. Speaking of other games and stuff, so Magic announced their new organized play system, which is all like paper. But I just found out that this Thursday, so in a couple of days, they're gonna announce how their two online platforms tie into their like organized platform, and it's like the first time that they're like letting a Magic player do all this shit. And I'm like keenly watching like how they're gonna do things with like the way ladder works. People have been complaining about the way ladder works forever. I'm curious if they're gonna like try to give out qualifications to the Pro Tour from ladder, which is like kind of not good because people will just fucking play until their eyes bleed and the skin on their fucking finger like rots off from clicking their mouse too long. It's like not. I don't think it's a good thing. But I'm interested though to see where they go with it. If they have like new unique ideas that maybe we could steal for Runeterra and be like, hey fuckers, give us that. That's cool. So I'm looking forward to that.
Bro, trying to ladder on Magic Arena is a fucking nightmare.
Why?
I was like at some points where I would sit there and be like, I would be like rank 3 and I would win like 9 out of 10 games and I'd be like rank 6 and be like, what the fuck happened? This doesn't make any sense at all. And then other times I'll be like rank 12 and I'll wake up, play one game, and it's like, you're rank 1, and I'm like, what's going on? I don't get this.
Oh, that, yeah. Yeah, that system's interesting.
Also, like, I mean, we don't have to get into this because it's just like a random tangent, but like, God, laddering on a game where like 30% of your games are just non-games is not fun. Runeterra is so much better about that. Unless Mono Shurima is the best deck.
Yeah.
Exactly
hate those non-games, bro. Also, by the way, so many non-games.
All right, I don't have anything else to talk
There's
about.
a difference between like, you know, a non-game because you queued into, you know, an unfavored matchup versus, you know, just like not drawing any lands or drawing like all lands.
There is. I'll say though that like with the way they've done the game and the way they've changed the mulligan rules, non-games are like pretty fucking low. Like they're really, really low these days in Magic. But when it does happen though, I'm like, fuck this game, never playing again. Back to LOR, I'm out. It does feel very bad, but it's a lot less than fucking when I first started playing. Like it was 30%. Now I feel like it's more like 10%. It's pretty low.
That might be high enough for me to still be tilting off the face of the
Yeah, it
earth.
still sucks because mana flood's another sort of thing.
Yeah. I do think the best idea they ever had was the lands that were also spells. You could
We have
pick
lots of
one.
those.
Yeah, that was the best idea they ever had.
Yeah.
All right, I don't have anything else to talk about.
Let's wrap this biatch up. Shoot, I had something of interest. I don't know. We're gonna have a bunch of tournaments starting on April 27th all the way to May 14th, whatever the day right before seasonals is. Every single day you can play a tournament. We're trying to give all of our subscribers the best possible prep that we can for seasonals. So be sure to sign up over at masteringruneterra.com. I think that's it for us for today. Good night, everyone.
Bye.
Why?